What's up, guys? Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics. So today we're talking about a very cool piece of equipment. These are the Kyubells. Now, let's talk about where they're from. They're from Kabuki Strength. That means a couple of things. That means already you can tell this is going to be something very unique and very special and very, very well made. Those are the three things that I would say best describe Kabuki Strength. Now, these are, strictly speaking, free weights, and they are technically dumbbells with a twist. Now, they have a lot of variability just based on the design of the actual product itself. You've got, essentially, a 3 different variation grip dumbbell with 3 different weight distributions. Those are the 2 categories that the Kyubells offer diversity in: weight distribution and grip. For the grip, you've got your narrow, you've got your medium, and you got your fat grip. Those are the 3 different options. With the weight distribution, you got your long lever, you got your center mass, and then you got your rack. And this is actually the easiest little cheat sheet. I love that they did this. They provide basically a hand and an explanation of what each one is, because even, as much as I use these, I still have to think, okay, this exercise is a tricep kickback with a long lever, that's this long lever, that's this exercise. It takes a little bit of time to memorize this. So this definitely helps, and I like it. I think it's a cool looking cover plate. So well done. That was a very well added addition. With the Kyubell, what I like most is the long lever. The weight distribution being furthest away from my hand, that's what makes the long lever so difficult. Take, for example, a hammer curl. If I'm doing a hammer curl with the long lever, the weight is out in front of me. It's making the exercise harder because the resistance is further away from my midpoint. It's much more distal. If I were to switch and go into center mass, well, now it's more proximal. It's closer to my body. So now the weight is easier. And for certain exercises, I like that. If I were to kind of narrow it to 3 that are my personal favorites, the ones I use the most, it would probably be hammer curls with the long lever. That'd be the first one. I like that just like because I said it pushes the weight away. It forces the long head to really, really activate. I like lateral raises using the center mass, so that's going to be right here. And the cool thing about the center mass is that you actually have the ability to sort of rest the weight on your forearm. And that I recommend with the fat grip. A lot of times if you let the thin one dig into your forearm, it can kind of hurt, especially if you're doing heavier 30, 40-pound weights. I would do the fat grip. Just tends to lay a little bit easier. And then for the third exercise that I do, I love Arnold Press. I love Arnold Press. I love doing a superset where I go long lever, then center mass. I do occasionally use the rack. I don't want you guys to think that I don't. What I do for the rack that I like the most is probably Batman curls. Batman curls going out here, so that would be kind of an honorable mention. So we'll say 3, maybe 4 exercises that I like the most with the Kyubells. So yeah, I would say that pretty much sums it up. I would start lighter if you guys were to go and get these. This is a lot harder to do than you think it's going to be. It's the reason why they only go up to 50. They don't make these going up to like 100, at least not through Kabuki Strength yet. I know Havoc, who technically was the original creator of this, they might have some that are a little bit heavier, but Kabuki only goes up to 50 with the Kyubells. And they're great. Like I said, 50 pounds is probably enough. You're probably not going to need more, especially if you're doing long lever exercises. So yeah, these are the Kyubells.